How's it going? I'm Greg Salzillo. I kind of a custom car builder. It's something that is not a profession for me. It's kind of a hobby, something that I just am passionate about, enjoy doing. This is kind of my outlet to kind of get away and escape from everything. As you can see behind me, we've got a 1957 Nash Metropolitan. It's quite creative and unique. It's sitting here at the Hot Wheels Legends booth. We are one of 18 cars competing to become the next Hot Wheels. This car has just been a fun journey and project. We bought it, sat on the car for about 6 months because we scoured the internet. We were trying to kind of figure out what we wanted to do. We knew we wanted to build something kind of creative and custom and completely different than anybody else had ever built. So again, we scoured the internet looking at 1957 Nash Metropolitans and seeing what had been done with them. I built this with a good friend of mine, but before we built it, we both had our own versions of the car. He had kind of more of a lead sled, chopped, laid back kind of version, and I had the Nashole, basically. We went to a party that evening and showed the two versions and kind of took a vote on which route we should go, and this is what we came up with. The car is a mixture of many things. It's on a custom 2x3 box tube chassis. It's got coilovers all the way around. It's a 40s Ford tubular straight axle up front that we cut in half, stretched 8 inches so that we could get the wheels outside of the body. I wanted to go extreme and really cartoony and just have fun with this one. So that was the reasoning of why we brought these wheels out and wanted to kind of showcase and show off. It's got a small block Chevy 305, a turbo 350 transmission, and a GM 12-volt rear end with posi in it. These things factory came with probably about 30-40 horsepower, and now we're pushing roughly about 300 or so. So it is a powerful little machine. It's like a go-kart on steroids, basically. One of the things that we enjoy doing with this car is putting kids in and out of it constantly. I'm a father of 2 young boys, and my boys love this car. I sold it initially. I ended up buying it back. We sold it to Richard Rawlings. Fortunately, once I bought it back, my 3-year-old now fell in love with this thing, and he says it's his car and I can't sell it anymore. And there is that attachment. This is kind of like my firstborn, because this is one of those cars that I really was able to get creative with, think outside the box. And that's what we kind of do with it now, is bring it to car shows, places like this, and show other kids that it's okay to be creative, be unique, be different, have fun, go out in the yard, go out in your garage, just build something. It's better than sitting on a computer, sitting on an iPad, playing video games. We're kind of bringing back the old school, I guess you could say. If you look around, there's just tons of modifications. The top has been chopped about 4 inches. We laid the windshield back. We created a custom rear plexiglass window, which was a really late night. My buddy and myself, we took basically every space heater, heat gun, heater out of the house, moving blankets, and kind of created a hot box and a little miniature oven to form this glass, because once we chopped it, the original glass just was not going to work. So we created our rear glass, chopped that window. Interior, we left it for the most part somewhat stock. We had to put a new floor pan and tunnel in there, and then we left basically the dash pretty much as is. The only thing that we did do was add our custom Speedhut gauges, and working with Speedhut, the customizations that we were able to do really just topped off this dash, basically. Their product, and this amazing product, very easy to use. I've been in this trade for quite some time in the car world, and this is probably one of the better products I've used, honestly. The car kind of speaks for itself. If we walk around, you can see the white's been painted. The teal we left kind of in its original patina. We wanted to kind of create contrast and do something a little bit different. Therefore, we did the paint on that. There's a kind of a metallic green pearl in the white that kind of brought out the colors in the patina. If you see on the rear, we put a little junior dragster chute on it. There used to be a spare tire there. We needed to kind of fill that space up. This was something we found at a swap meet, really inexpensive. Walking by, it was on the ground at my feet, and I knew instantly what we were going to do with it. So that's kind of that. It is a live active chute. We got it zip tied so kids don't pull the pins and shoot the spring, but it is live and active. We've never needed it, but you never know. As you come around, you can see the rear end, how the wheels are stuck out. This is again a GM 12 bolt. We didn't stretch it. It was kind of left as is and fit just as we needed. We did go above and beyond in creating fender flares and finishing them off. We didn't just cut stuff. We really try to take it, to the next level with our fabrication skills. So everything is finished edges. You come into the cab, you can see those Speedhut gauges. You can see this little dice theme that we've got kind of carried throughout it. The exhaust comes right off. Basically, the block comes out. You can see our little name here, Nashole, and we've got the exhaust below it. Kind of funny, quirky, different. But that ultimately is the Nashole. We've got another one around the corner too if you guys want to check it out.